piece of shit. Eyes are orange, my mind's orange. You open wide, stay inside. Everything's a bit singe, bitching and complaining, hating myself. I can't take it, fake it.
What is up, my beautiful boys and girls? This is part 2 to what if Naruto was older. Now, in this, Naruto is now a girl. This is one of them from the comment sections. This is from one of the comment sections that I will give a shout out to at the next part of this. But Naruto is now a girl in this, so yeah. Don't judge me. It wasn't my idea, okay? It was the comments, okay? But this starts off with her, I guess now, with her walking out off the balcony, because that's where we left it off, and he was like, I'm so glad I'm back. But he then takes on a mission that was a D-rank mission, which is to defeat. Also, Team 7 does all that stuff by themselves and stuff to fight zombies and stuff, but it hasn't happened yet. Well, actually, they've started to go, but Naruto hasn't gotten news yet, and Naruto's about to go on a mission, and I'm about to make up a lot of characters, so bear with me. Naruto is sent out on a mission to defeat two brothers. There's of something called the Lightning Trio, an old group who's really skilled in lightning ninjutsu. He then takes Team 8, I'm just going to call his team Team 8, and he takes his team with him, and he starts to keep his awareness up. He tells Shikamaru to cover them. Well, gosh dang it. Sorry guys if I'm going to say he sometimes, it's just going to be, complicated. So just don't mind it. But so then, and one of the brothers attacks using lightning style, Chidori, similar to Sasuke. And this actually pierces through Naruto's arms, and Naruto falls to the ground. They sent some girl after us with 3 kids. How disappointing. One of the brothers says, which for random content, we're just gonna call him Usagi. Yeah, big bro, Usagi, you're right. We could kill them right here easily. Shikamaru then starts to weave hand signs, and a shadow position takes over one of the brothers. But then one of the brothers uses a lightning jutsu with just lightning surrounds his body and it deflects Shikamaru's shadow. Shikamaru then runs, cause but I forgot who we all had on this team. I think it was Ino. I know Ino was one of them. Shikamaru and whoever I had previously is getting replaced by Neji. So yeah. But let me know if you guys want back the person that was on that team. I don't remember. But yeah. So Neji then says 64 palms and starts to hit one of the older lightning brother. No, the younger lightning brother in his chest like 64 times. And then he falls to the ground. And then he says, wait a minute, big bro, Usagi, help me. And Usagi's like, you can defend yourself, little brother. And then Usagi then starts to throw hands with Naru. I'm just going to call her Naru because, But Usagi then starts to throw hands with Naru. And then Naruto then uses a jutsu that she had learned while she was gone, which is called wind style, light spear. And then Naru just creates like this wind spear that has like some shining aura of chakra off of it. And then Usagi says, wait a minute, this can't be. And then it hits Usagi, sending him flying back into a tree. Usagi then jumps back up and stands on the tree. He, with his chakra on his feet, so, he won't fall. But I'm not talking about like on top of the tree. He's sideways on the tree. There you go. He then weaves some hand signs saying lightning style, or trap floor jutsu. And Usagi then touches the floor where after weaving these hand signs, and the floor becomes wired with lightning strings. Naru picks up Neji as well as Ino and Shikamaru and jumps into the air. But those three weigh Naru down, and Naru throws those three into the air, and Naru takes the hit. Naru then weaves hand signs of her own, saying, "You're not gonna get away from me this time." She then uses the Rasengan. Yes, she learned the Rasengan much earlier. For this whole time when she was gone, she had met Jiraiya, and she had trained with him. The reason Jiraiya trained her, I'll let you think about that yourselves. I think we know why, but I'll let you think about it yourselves. But it did not happen. Now he just left the next day when she learned all that. Jiraiya was very disappointed. But Naru had unlocked something very strong. And she had then started to run up and hit this bandit named Usagi into his chest, which had sitting flying on the dirt. He then proceeded to keep flying back until he finally jumped up, caught his feet on the ground, but still, was pushed back more because, anime fight. Usagi then says, "You're not gonna get away. I tell you that." He then pulls out the twin fang Kiba. And Naru-chan then says, "Wait a minute. How'd he get that? That's from..." But before Naru-chan can even say anything, he starts to conduct lightning off of the twin Kiba swords. He then lashes one of the swords, like swiping it, and a huge blast comes at Naru-chan. Shikamaru then gets in the way, having a large cut on his chest, and he starts to bleed out. Neji then says, "Shikamaru!" Naru-chan then looks at the floor at a bloody Shikamaru, who attempted to save Naru-chan, and adult herself. She then gets mad and goes two-tails for him, and just starts to claw into Usagi. Usagi would then start to back up every time Naru-chan would claw at him. He would just jump back. But one of those times he jumped back and slipped on a rock, and he was on the floor with his foot disabled. Naru-chan then swiped at him, slashing open both of his arms. Usagi then weaves some hand signs saying, "I'll be back," then disappearing, leaving his little brother on the ground. Now, still knocked out from those palms that Neji ran up to him with. Naru-chan wasn't having it, though. She then started to sniff the air and jump tree to tree, seeing Usagi. Usagi would then look back, hearing some wind, and he would then see Naru-chan chasing him. "Get away from me, you crazy lady!" Naru-chan would then swipe at the log under Usagi, and Usagi would fall to his death. Naru-chan would then take both of the twin Kiba swords, returning them to the Mist Village, which he had stolen from. Naru-chan then walked back to see a bloody Kakashi and his students. He would then say, Naru-chan would then run up to Kakashi saying, "Kakashi-san, are you okay?" And would then start to try to patch him up. She would then look at the students, and they were all shocked at Shikamaru, which had a big giant slash on him and was bleeding out. And then before Shikamaru had passed out, Naru-chan had caught him, bringing him to the infirmary. it would then say, then somebody would disappear into smoke, saying, Hiruzen wants to see you, Naru-chan. And then she would say, Hiruzen, that old man's still alive. Now, guys, this is where I'm going to end it off. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this is what you were looking for. Let me know if you want a part 3 by hitting the like button. And thank you guys so much for 60 subscribers. I never imagined myself here. Thank you guys so much.